You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Den, friends. I'm Strider Fox, and we're back into this. Nice little intro. Guess we're going to the cabin. Well, let's see what else we have to say. What if I just want to leave?
Seriously?
Say
You're
no.
just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes, I do.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I mean, I've already taken part in it before,
Ignore
so...
that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Weird.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Well, you see, this game is called Slay the Princess, but I don't feel like slaying the princess. So, if the title is to slay the princess, and I don't do that, then I'm going around, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess.
Slay,
because she's
queen.
terrible, and she's really got it coming to her.
Wow.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Fuck the universe. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
That seems like you're lumping a whole bunch of people into something that doesn't feel like they belong in.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
That's a cabin.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Yeah.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
All roads lead to Rome, and Rome is a cabin.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah, that's about right, actually.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
I mean, yeah.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay, I win! Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods.
Fuck.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Uh-huh. Okay, no. Why the fuck is there a wall? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
The more you think about walls in the woods, the less it makes
If
sense.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're
Contrarian.
thinking. He's
Welcome
like a
back,
captive
buddy.
audience.
A very captive audience.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Yeah.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Awesome. Let's find
The
him.
world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
What if no? Lie. Okay, yep. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Oh.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Uh-huh.
A warning.
Okay.
She will lie.
Yeah.
If we're
Lie
stuck
and cheat
going
and
in
all
there,
that.
maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
He is, and it's hilarious.
Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
It's
all
so weird
shifted.
that it's all moving.
An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Weird.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its
There's
legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
There's the mirror
Perched on
again.
that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Uh-huh.
You'll need it if you want. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I'm with the voice of the hero
I've
here,
already
buddy.
told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
If it was incredibly simple and straightforward, the cabin wouldn't look like
You
this.
can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong.
Yeah.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
You're not doing a really banged up job
And
of
if you're
it
going
there,
to
dude.
slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Yeah.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah.
I'm not
all
going to
the
stop
time.
doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I've seen a lot of things weird, so I have to agree with the
What you're
contrarian
seeing
there.
here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Yup. The mirror never leads to anything. I'm exploring the mirror anyway.
You walk up to the wall next to the bait. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Clean the mirror and the
Reach
mirror
forward,
disappears.
Rub your hand. But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find
Yeah.
it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I'm going to keep checking that mirror every single time. Give me the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, you
Yeah,
took
it
the
would be.
knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then
Why
how are we
not?
supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade with the other
Switch
way.
your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter.
exactly.
Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window. I'm doing it.
Yes! Do it!
I'm doing it.
Seriously. Ugh, you throw the blade at the window,
Love
blast
it.
showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night.
Bye,
I
blade.
suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be
That's
fine.
fine.
Don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been
Been there, done that.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head.
Ugh.
It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Yeah, but I wanted to throw it out the window.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Yeah. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Oh.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place.
It's an
None of the
infinite
stairs
abyss.
even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
Yeah, it's an infinite
The air
abyss.
here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it,
Don't call it a
kind of
miasma.
indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent
Don't
there
like
is at
miasma.
once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a... If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Probably, yeah.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Yeah, voice of the hero. Don't be a coward.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we?
Yeah,
he
we did.
threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And
Exactly.
whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Exactly. Take the harsh stairs to the left, the center staircase, or the soft stairs to it. You know what? I'm really liking that center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
Somewhere's good.
You concentrate on where you are,
More staircases.
careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else.
Yeah.
And so you take one
Oh, no,
careful,
there's more now.
focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down. Or up. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
I don't know how I know that much, but sure. What the hell?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Whoa, what's
Physical
going on?
sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Uh-huh.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. But
Yeah.
at the heart
Can I help you?
Oop, I did not mean to click. Can I go back a space? I can't. Well, I guess I'm here.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get
Very
back to our
trippy.
old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement.
Hello,
Don't forget
princess.
why you're here.
It's been a while.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to...
Ooh, he's just being an ass. We remember, though. I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal. What's your name?
Princess.
Pleasure.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess
Jesus.
speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
No, thank you.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Yeah,
You
can we
said
please?
you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
Not this.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Uh-huh.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late.
It's not that easy,
You have
bud.
a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Sure. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Fair.
We're probably stuck down here forever.
Oh, there's
aren't we?
another one.
There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But
Uh-huh.
at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Yeah. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least
So
the only one I
weird.
can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
I think you're the monster. But not all of you are the monster. Like, you specifically are the version that's the monster.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the
No,
point
I
of
don't
asking
think so.
questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Wow, ain't that the truth there,
We need to
buddy?
get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Uh-huh. Now there's more of you.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
I must...
You can't stop me.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? Could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it.
Yeah, no, that was me.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
That's fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
I don't think slaying the princess is gonna do much.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Yeah, I agree. I do all of it. I'm here to get you out of here. And I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you, and I can't just leave anything here. Leave her in the basement. And regretfully think of that time you threw the blade out the window. I have to do all of it.
Wait, That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Scared?
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Yeah, me too.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Yeah.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Narrator?
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
I guess not.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, this is terrifying. I don't like this, guys.
Did you do this? Did we do this?
I don't know.
Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her.
How?
I think we did this.
How do we help
How
this?
surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Oh hey, Perception is back. Or Memory? What is that thing's name? But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. It's the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. He's just messing with us. Right?
No. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Ugh. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A
Yes.
mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To
Yeah.
look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence.
True.
There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Interesting. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, of course not. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
It's the journey. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Uh-huh. What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me,
Yeah?
but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Lovely.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
That's good for them, I guess. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe. Do you still not care what I bring next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with.
Okay.
Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
That's fair. Yeah, we've already got those answers before. I don't feel like saying that to her. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. That was a spiraling vessel.
You're here.
This is a shorter episode, but I like the rhythm of ending the episode after each run. Each time we go back and see whatever she is. I do like the idea of calling her Memory. Because, I mean, every time I get the little pop-up that says Memory returns, she returns. And she wants perspectives. She wants their memories of existence. So I think I'll call her Memory for now. Or it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Check out the other stuff on my channel. See y'all next time. Strider Fox, out.